Now, sorry about the abrupt finish there to the previous video. It's actually a phone call came through on my phone, and this is my phone, the camera is my phone, so it cuts the camera off immediately. So I had to go out for a while. It was had to collect somebody. But here we are back again in one piece, and I just want to show you, continue on from where we left off. We were talking about the Roosters, and we were going for the third guy, the middle-sized guy here. Okay, so we're going to do the same procedure. We want him middle-sized, so we're looking at his beak, let's say, coming out here. We'll put the beak in first. That's a good starter for us, okay? The beak there, and then we know that we have this area here. It's almost like a little two sides of a parallelogram, if you think of something like that. Okay, and then we bring it, well, first of all, we'll go up with it then. We bring it out there, a little curve out there. Want him going out there to the edge. And then we want him going up there a little bit like that. And the spiky bits, okay? Like a punk hairstyle at the top, like that. You have his eye here somewhere, okay? And then we have the same idea coming out there like that. Coming around like that, okay? So we can actually bring it out even a bit more there. Okay. I'll just show you what to do. This is my magic cloth, very important. Everyone needs a magic cloth. There's only one of these in the world, and I have it, okay? Everyone in the class knows about my magic cloth. Okay, now that's basically it. So what we're going to have is, we have the shapes there like that. We have 1, 2, 3 funky roosters. And what we're going to do is then, they have a little sort of cape at the top, cape of feathers, which we're going to do there for that guy. And then these fellas here will do the same. Just all around like that. Like W's or V's. Same down here then, a little higher, because he's the tallest up there, he's the smallest up there. So then again, with the same with the head heights, we have this, the W's and V's shape to the little sort of canopy around them, okay? Just as simple as that. So that's basically all you have to do to start it off. You can try sketching that first of all on a piece of paper if you want, or just go straight forward, because what we're going to do is the painting will make the shapes, so don't worry about that. So we're going to get stuck in immediately, because I have the colours ready. I had them ready before the video finished the last time. And you see, we're starting with our cadmium red medium, and we're just going to put it into the areas designated for it, which I've told you about, around the head first of all. And just go out to the edge of your line, okay, where you have your line. This is just going to be a flat colour to start off with. It'll start making sense of the whole structure of the roosters, okay? Going to come right down there. If you want to go around, you know, delineate, paint a little circle there for the eye if you want. Have it in there like that, and then coming down, following the line there, all the way around, okay? And you'll see it taking shape as soon as we get in these colours. Now remember, they're all going to be delineated, I love that word, by a really dark line. But we're going out to the edge of our pastel line first, and the delineation will come in afterwards, okay? We're just getting the colours in first of all. Okay, that's the main man there, the main rooster. You see the way I'm just loading it on like that, you see? I'm turning it to spread it around. I use the small square brush, or flat, forgot to tell you that, because it's much easier to get in around angles, and that you can use the tip of it to do the angles. Okay? And that's Brendan Nolan, by the way, in the background, my cousin in Florida. Fabulous musician, fabulous singer, composer, performer, you name it. He's been over there for many years. I think he started off in Canada, and then worked his way. Married a lovely Canadian girl called Maureen, and I met them when they were home a few years ago now, but hopefully we'll get over to see him play live over there at some stage when all this passes and we're all back to normality. Now do you see the way we're doing that? Just we go around, nice curves on these guys, see that? Okay, running out of red already, and the same up here like that at the top. This is your medium red, going right out to the edge there. It doesn't matter, you know, because you know what I always say about the canvas. Canvas is smaller than your painting. Your painting is bigger than the canvas. The idea is bigger. So think of your painting going out beyond it, okay? So it doesn't matter if some of the lines exit the canvas, as long as it makes sense, you know. Okay, we have some more red just coming down here. We should have enough just to finish this off. Well, just this section, I mean. Coming down here, because we're using this red again. Now you can see because of the blue, but I love painting, I love doing these layers of colours. And then when you put on the second layer of red, it really is so vibrant and it shines out so well. But there is a tiny bit of the cobalt blue coming through, which is lovely as well. Some people prefer to leave it like that. They prefer that effect with the various colours. It's up to you. Now, do you see we have the bases of those in? So what we want to do then is we want to go on to the next section, which will be the orange areas, the orange canopy as I call it. Okay, quick clean of the brush. And the orange canopies are down here. And look, I have my orange ready. Can you see it? Okay, a little bit of water again to get a nice consistency. And this is basically how you do it. These are stylized images that I produce. Now it takes a bit of time to figure out, you can see that okay, yeah? Exactly how, you know, to have a stylized image. Now this is quite transparent, the orange, so we have to come, you know, you'll have to come back again and do it. The blue is strong, so it is making it more transparent. And you can leave a little gap between that and the red area, okay? Leave a little gap, because you're going to get a line in there. I just wanted to get those small areas in first with the small square. Okay, now we'll come back, we'll have to come back and, as I said, do that again with the orange. In there like that, into the shapes again. Don't forget, we want to get a sort of a rotund shape, so they might be coming down a bit more, a bit longer to get a sort of a curved effect to the body, and a bit shorter there for that one. Coming out there like that. Okay, I'll need more of this now in a second. Coming in there, and you know, just put it on in any direction, because we want some texture, we want some movement in these brush strokes. We don't want them to be stagnant, because these guys are funky, you know, they're funky roosters. Okay, I'm putting a little more of that orange out now, because I'm just running out of it, because they're biggish areas. Okay, then we go on to the middle guy here. See the way I twist the brush, put it on like that, look, layering it on and then spread it around. You know, you don't try and spread it around while it's on the brush, that amount. You just put it on the area that you're going to colour in, and then do it. And see the way I'm just leaving that little gap, little sliver there, because that's where your line is going to go. It doesn't matter, you don't have to leave it everywhere, just a little marking, so as we can see. And those lovely sort of, and obviously there, because it's not connected up to the other rooster, so you leave a little gap between them. Coming down there as well, leave that little gap there going around that area there, yeah, just to get them all in. And then going up there behind his beak, probably the lines there will change that, but it doesn't matter, we're just going to do it for a second. Okay, just to do it quickly, to get these in, just to show you that lovely texture. I'm putting some more in there, and we'll go over that again. Now we're moving on to the third rooster, layering that on there before I spread it around. Okay, layering on, because if you have lots of that amount of paint on your brush, you don't try and paint with that on it. You lay it down and then you spread it around, okay? Give it a good spread around. And we're nearly there now with this area. Up there as well, up behind, up to his ear, the back of his head. In there as well. And coming down here, going out, right out to the edge of the painting, because you know, paintings are bigger than your canvas. Okay, I'm going to have to put out another little bit. Another tiny bit, and then we'll spray that around. That'll be this area finished. And then we get on to our deep red for the lower part of the funky roosters. Okay, going in there like that. And I have the deep red out already. Okay, and these are all just your base colours, just to show you the build-up of it. Because that's what Margaret wanted to see, the build-up of it. And just go right out there to the edge, because you know when we take up the tape, we always have it taped at the edge, you know, at this stage. Okay, so we clean the brush again. And now we're into our deep red, cadmium deep red, for the lower part. Okay, now all of these are going to need a second coat, so we'll go with it. Can you see that, your cadmium deep red? Yes sir, you can. Okay, load it on again like that with a little brush. I'm not using a big brush because I want to get in between all these little areas. And see the way I'm leaving that little blue gap? Just to show us the line of it, you know? In there, leaving that little blue gap again, just to show us the line where we'll put it eventually when we finish. The lines go in last of all. Same way as the fish. Do you remember we did the fish a couple of videos ago? Can you remember that? And these guys are pretty cool to do because they're sort of quirky, you know, and funky. Now we have that area there. Leaving that little line there as well. Okay, in there. And now we're going into the middle one again. The tallest guy. He's the basketball player of the group. Okay, let's see, can we get in here, leaving a little gap there. And you'll notice the difference between this red and the red that's in the head area. And we just remember we leave a gap there as well, because we want a deep tone here, which will sort of show up the little dots when we put them on top of it at a later stage. Okay, that's his area. And then we're down into the final area down here. The third guy. Okay. We're leaving a little gap there as well. Let the blue come through. Some people as well, rather than using the really dark mix for the lines, the delineations, some people like to go back on with the cobalt blue, you know, which I might do this time as well. Just a cobalt blue line around them will really make them funky, okay? Okay, so we have that there. I'm going to have to go back over those myself when this is dry. I won't put you through that. What I want to do is then, I just want to put in the little areas of the beaks, okay? Just so as we have a basic colour in there. And that's going to be your cadmium yellow, okay? Cadmium yellow, so as we can delineate those, just so as we can see them. And we're going to have a cadmium yellow eye as well, with a little dot in the centre. So we'll have that there, nice mixture. Twist your round brush, do you remember that? Twist it to get a nice, precise point on it, okay? And then we start with this guy over here. Do you remember I'm leaning on my hand here to support it? Because the canvas is wet. Okay, we're going to get him in there like that. If you can leave that little gap there, it's great. You know, if you can't, it doesn't matter. You can come back and we'll do it again. And then the same idea here for the eye. Idea for the eye. Okay, and then we're going up to this beak here. Okay, have you got that? Right across, not leaning on the brush, because if you lean on the brush, you're going to make it too blobby and too big for the little area. See, I'm gently doing it like that, rounding it up there like that. Okay, and then the same here on this side. Whoop, whoop, going off into the distance, tiny gap there, we're separating it. If you can do it, you know, if you can't, don't bother. And then the eyes there again. Okay. And that's basically all we can do at this stage. So we're going to dry these. When we go back then, I'll pencil in the tails just to show you. Okay, so if you can get up this far with me, which I know you will, but take your time. I'm going to reinforce all the colours, and then when I come back they'll be built up. Okay, so I hope you're enjoying it. As I said, sorry that the other one was finished so abruptly, but we continued on with this. Okay, see you soon.